Oh,
Hi. Angus is live.
Angus is live in the house. People, look at the treat we brought for you today. We're here to brighten up your Tuesday with little baby Angus. Look at this little cute bundle of 8 weeks old lusciousness. Isn't he divine? Just put his little nose up to the camera, Cheryl. I love his little nose. It's like, when you get a teddy and they've got a little square, just a little cute. Oh.
Say hello, Angus.
Hey.
Say hello.
Angus.
Say hello. Now is your time.
Give us a little move. Look at him. Oh, everybody dialing in now. Don't worry. Cheryl hasn't had another facelift. That is Angus.
I just had a baby instead overnight.
Yeah. So it all happened very quickly. We'll share with you in a minute. But basically, within 24 hours, Cheryl went from thinking about having a puppy to getting a puppy. So I'm so happy because when baby Gabby comes home, she's going to have a little cousin Angus to play with, who's only 4 weeks older than her. Like, how perfect is that? Well, 3 weeks, really, because Gabby's 5 weeks now.
Yeah, and he's 8 weeks.
So, hey, Brooke, hey, Wendy, say hi when you're here, guys. So I said, got to bring him in. A red tartan coat, 100%.
Tartan.
Tartan coat, tartan. And I just said the other night, didn't I was shopping for collars for Gabby. I'd send Cheryl a picture of a little tartan collar. Didn't know I would have to order it there and then, by the way, let me just say. Isn't he gorgeous?
He is gorgeous. Come on, come and say hello to those who have just joined.
Look, little cuteness overload.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to be the new coach if now is your time.
Isn't he gorgeous? So Cheryl's got home with him now, and then Holly's turning up. His big sister's going to come and meet him, take over childcare duties.
She's outside. It's going to be a disruptive session, I'm afraid. I wasn't planning on getting a puppy this week when we had everything booked in the diary. The 111 angel numbers that I saw online guided me towards Angus, and now he's here, and we hadn't prepared for him.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to bear with us today. It might be a bit all over the place, but, hopefully it'll make you feel good.
Absolutely. And other than that, we will try and talk about purpose and stuff. But at the minute, we're all just like loved up with the puppy. Up with the puppy. Life is changing in our houses. Cheryl and I have always said, wouldn't it have been fun if we had kids together? Because I didn't have a kid. Like Lorna had Ada, who was a year older than Caleb, but we don't live right next to each other. So when I brought Caleb up, it was all of my friends, they're all grown ups, aren't they? Because I started. Yeah. So now we get to have babies together.
Take our babies for a walk together, and they're all around the same age. And then our other friends who have got a baby and pregnant, they'll have the babies, and then we'll have our fur babies.
Fur babies. We'll be going on the beach. I mean, basically, we'll be doing all the lives from the beach, and we're going to be talking to you because we're changing the lives. We're going to be shaking it up a little bit, aren't we, Cheryl? From next week.
Well, it might be this week when I looked at the diary.
It might be this week, yeah.
Might be on Thursday.
We started doing this at the beginning of lockdown, which we just wanted to come in, give some practical strategies, some life strategies and things like that, just to try and help everybody out through what was an unprecedented and really difficult time. And it's sort of stuck, but we've been doing it pretty much for how many months now? Months, 5 or 6 months we've been coming live 5 times a day, and we're worried that you might get sick of us. So we're going to be doing less daily lives on a lunchtime, and we're going to go away and have a little chat to you guys, see what format works. We're still going to be live every week, but just not 5 times a week. We're going to go back the way it used to be, where it's 2 or 3 times a week. We're going to have more guests on and things like that. So we'll still try. Predominantly the Soul System is the place that we go live the most. So we're definitely going to be live in there every single week. And then we'll do a broadcast like this across all of our channels, maybe once a week on another day. So just...
And the Soul Squad is still alive and kicking. So the Soul Squad can feel free. If they want to do stuff, then again, we can have a think about that, because I know the Soul Squad love going live as well. So yes, you never get sick of you. But
thank you, Wendy.
We get sick of our own voices.
Yeah, and because we've got a lot going on right now. Obviously, Cheryl's doing her advanced pranic healing. We've got the book to write, and I've got my doctorate to study for. We just thought, on top of running the online, the one-to-one clients, the corporate work that we do. So we thought, yeah. So, and we just thought it's nice, it's autumn, it's time to shed some things and take on some new things. So we just it's exciting for us when we get to change things up a little bit. So watch this space, we'll be telling you what days we're live and telling you what guests we're having on. But the format is just going to be a little bit different.
We'll probably do it a week in advance. So you'll know next week we're going live on Wednesday and Friday or whatever. We'll be doing it like that. So, but I was just, while Donna and I are chatting, on Thursday and Friday, we have a corporate session in, and then we've got an intensive. And I was thinking, it might have to start on Thursday. Unless the small squad want to do it. Maybe we could get Angus to do it. Do you want to go live? Come on, we'll ask him.
Less is more.
Angus want to go live. Angus wants to go live.
Less is more. I'm sure a little shake up will do us all good. Yeah, not too much to do, Naomi. Just a couple of bits. Great. When we were in time to write our book, we thought this is just getting a little bit crazy now. We have to, our book, we want our book to be able to be in the hands of anybody that wants our help. So, sounds good, right? Yeah. So it's good. Love it. So, purpose is what we were talking about today.
Purpose. Do you know what your purpose is? Have you discovered it yet? We didn't till a couple of years ago. We didn't. That's a lie. We knew what it was. We just didn't know anything about it. We knew what our purpose was.
Yeah. We didn't allow it any room to breathe, and I don't do regrets, as you know, but if I think, my God, I literally remember Googling life coaches when I was running the site in Runcorn, and I set up a call centre from scratch. That's how I met Natalie, who was on a few weeks ago talking about baby summer. And that was when I was 27, 28 years old. So it literally was 20 years. 20 years, which is just insane that I knew what I wanted to do. And I do genuinely feel like I'm very lucky that I knew my purpose. I didn't know my purpose, if you like, but I knew what my calling was. I just wasn't sure. I actually thought it might be around weight loss and health and things like that originally. And then it became obviously a much greater lightning bolt of, it was interesting actually, Cheryl, I didn't tell you this. Last night I had to do, as part of my program with Dr. Erin, I had to write my life purpose statement out.
Oh, yeah.
When you're sitting in it, and I kind of been putting it off a little bit, I think, because I thought, I don't want it, obviously what we do, this is our life purpose.
This is what, wasn't it?
I was like, what about something different? I wanted to be my words. And the words that came out were awakening for people, their purpose, their power and their passion. That was what came out of my head, that they can live their best life, which is always the bit that's changed. But the purpose, their power and their passion kind of just came from nowhere. I have no idea where that came from. But I was like, I love that.
And few. Otherwise, I'd be like, Cheryl, I've changed my mind.
I'm going to set up another business over here. Can you imagine that? And I think some people, they have started in businesses and then they do a bit of a pivot because the business, Alice is a great example. Alice Hall set up one of, someone we work with set up this amazing Pink Boutique, which is a fashion brand, and then literally decided earlier this year, that it just wasn't bringing her joy anymore. And she's had a little girl, she's had Olivia. Olivia's got lots of allergies. So Alice has been really vocal about how difficult it is to buy allergy specific foods for children, how limited. So she's like, screw it, I'm setting up my own. So now she's got her own business, another business, one of her businesses of setting up, allergy foods that can be boxed and sent out for snacks and things like that. So you don't have to struggle and be buying bits from here, there and everywhere. You can get your allergy box. And she also had a real passion for interior design. So rather than that just be something she's just at nighttime, she's got, part of her own group now is the interior design outlet. And I love that she hasn't kind of stuck with, well, I set this up in my 20s, you know, it got me in the Forbes 30 under 30 for Europe. Like, I just need to keep with it now for the next 20, 30 years. Which is like, it's not bringing me joy, and came to the decision and moved to what is bringing her joy, because things are different in your 30s to your 20s and stuff, right? Like,
absolutely. Absolutely. So what is it for you guys? What is your purpose? What is it that you're doing that is bringing you joy? What is it that you're doing that isn't bringing you joy? Where do you feel like you're getting a nudge from the universe in a different direction?
100%.
Because we, Donna and I, how many bloody nudges did we get before? And look, everything happens in divine timing. We were meant to set the business up in 2018, but how many nudges did we get, and how many nudges did we ignore? Because, as Wendy commented, we didn't allow our purpose room to breathe. We had limiting beliefs that stopped us from even going there.
Yeah. I'm going to read Naomi's comment out in a second, but Jeannie, I love this. My purpose is to get my Jeannie babies all over the globe for cancer treatment.
Oh, I love that.
Jeannie, we're going to have to get you on and tell us a little bit about that. Listen, this is so powerful what Naomi said. This is why I'm doing your course, not a business course, hopefully to get on the right direction without changing too much. I love that. So you're taking the time to really work out your purpose, your mission, your passion, so that you can then go on the right. And I know that you're on the right track. I think for you it's just a few tweaks, which I'm really excited to find out about.
Love, 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 love. And we're going to be doing so much more stuff around purpose in the future, because it's so important to really, truly feel deep joy and happiness inside to the core. And a lot of what doesn't make you feel that your heart sing is because you feel lost. You don't know what you're meant to do when you grow up. You've just got this inner void, this inner feeling to fill, and we try to fill it with external things. But actually, once we know we found our purpose and we're living our purpose, we're full. We're brimming.
And I mean, like, if you saw our diaries this week, guys, even the hardest of you would like want to vomit a little bit.
You saw our diary today when you've got a brand new puppy.
From first thing in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Even the days that we don't normally have calls, we've got work in. And normally, like in corporate world, that would have made me literally drink alcohol from a Monday lunchtime. But I know it'll be one of those weeks where you think, oh my God. And in Cheryl and I have got the diary that way because there's a lot we want to do, with me being off the last week of the month and different other things and some commitments. But like, we've just had a call with a client who's coming up to the end of her coaching time with us, and we were like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do? It's just like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I want more. We were all hugging each other like this on the laptop. This afternoon, we've got the Real You coaching group, which is our small circle of women that we coach, which is just like amazing. We do that a few times a month. Then we've got, with a phenomenal woman, a 3-hour intensive session. It's like rocket fuel for your limiting beliefs, to smash through some of her limiting beliefs. As a one-off session. She's in one of our programs, but wanted some extra, so we're doing that this afternoon. We're so excited. And then we've got a bit of a break. We've got a call with our coach. Then I think we've got another call. And then
another new call. Then we've got the Bounce Back Ability Camp. I think God knows. Who knows?
Our work gives us energy. So yes, it takes a lot from us. We give a lot to it. But when you know it, actually, the hard thing is actually switching off from it, because we have to be quite firm and say, no, we really want to speak to you. 2 weeks.
That's where the boundaries come in, because we know that if we're not filling our cup first, then we ain't going to fill your cup. I'm getting mauled here, people, mauled.
Purpose is putting more heart in the world every single day through the power of heartfulness. I love that one. That needs to go on a cup or a t-shirt. I will do more with what with what is, how it reaches and helps people. I'm starting with a joy, not a
joyless.
Not joyless, absolutely. And that's the thing. And it's like, it's okay if we don't know what your purpose is. It's about being inquisitive. It's about being curious. It's about having some fun with it. And we've talked this before about like playing the what if game. Wouldn't it be fun if? Design your perfect day, right? Yeah. Start there. Design, go, right, it's like 12 months time or whenever you want to go, just pick a day, decide that day. What day would just bring you joy? What would you be doing? Who would you be around? And you have to keep doing this exercise. Cheryl and I do this regularly, and I always have to really sit and think about it, because it does change sometimes depending on what's going on around us. So I know, and one of the questions that we ask, it's in a book as well. I can't remember if it's Think and Grow Rich, but anyway, it's about like, if you won $1 billion, what would you do? Or £1 billion, what would you do? And whenever Cheryl and I are asked this question by our spiritual coach, Dr. Erin, the answer is still the same. We would do what we're doing now.
Every day.
Every day. Which is insane. Like, we only pick the people that we want to work with. So lucky. And we love what we do because of the outcomes when we see someone do something, make it take a different path with their life, or just be filled with joy, be on the same path. Like, it's just amazing. And we want that for you too. So today, that's the question. If you had £1 billion, what would you do with your life?
Absolutely. Oopsie.
Is that a poo?
Yeah.
Right. It's time.
On that note,
Cheryl's going to go clean up the poop.
Yeah.
And then Thomas is just saying, no idea, it would be great just to get a blooming job for it. Yeah, but you're in the moment, you're in the now, and it is just about, Thomas, giving yourself time. Like, you love traveling, you love eating, you love photography. If money wasn't an object and you didn't have to please anyone, what would you get? What would be the perfect day for you? Start there. Don't think about how do I make money from it. Okay?
Right, I'm going to have to.
Let me go, guys. 1 o'clock if you're in the real you. You know who you are. We're going to see you at 2:30. And then tonight we'll see the Bounce Back Ability Boot Camp at 8 o'clock. Mwah. Love you.